Video here on the Jeti system. This is my Jeti DC 16, and this is how I got mine. Mine came in a nice box here. The DC 14 doesn't come with a box, but the DC 16 and the DS 16 do. So the DS series is actually the handheld, and then the DC series is the tray style. This is kind of the European tray style radio here. So here's what I got with mine. It's got this little pad here for working on the radio. Kind of protects the back from getting scratched. It's kind of a nice little added thing they throw in there. You can also buy these two for, I don't know, like 15 bucks or something. And then it came with the USB plug port, a bind plug, and the charger. And it's got, just plugs in. There's like a micro USB. Actually, no, this one doesn't have a USB. That's right. That's the USB for there. I guess the charge port is a regular kind of plug there. It takes about 3 hours to fully charge the battery, so it does not take very long. So, and here's the radio here. Move the case out of the way. So here it is right here. Like I said, everything on this radio is aluminum. It's all machined. I mean, the thing is just gorgeous. All the switches are interchangeable. You can plug them in on the board. You just basically undo the nut and screw it off, take the back off, and then pull the switch out. They have push buttons, and then they have locking switches. They have 3 positions, 2 positions, momentaries, and you can switch them around how you like. There's also, I got these switches down here as well. So you get tons of switch options. The sliders on the sides are really nice. These are aluminum. These are machined. The black part here, you see, they're not plastic. They're really smooth. They actually don't have a ratchet effect. They're just a smooth. And then they have a little detent in the middle for the center. So they feel really nice. And then I got a couple knobs up here that you can assign to. I usually use this one for my volume control on the transmitter. And then this one you can use for whatever. The antenna is actually up in the handle here. This is Delrin. This is some of the only plastic on the entire thing. They're actually turned. You can tell they're machined on a lathe. The finish is, you can tell it's been turned. So it's not even molded plastic. It's machined plastic. This is aluminum. This is machined aluminum here. And then the rest of it is. On the front here, that's the USB port for hooking your computer, and then this is that charge port right here. The SD card is inside. It comes with a 4 GB SD card, or maybe it's an 8, I can't remember. You can obviously expand that to a larger if you wanted to. And to get inside the radio, you have to take the screws off the back. There's some little cap screws that hold everything onto the back. And so, yeah, it's all metal. So everything's steel on it, metal of some kind. Even the buttons here, these are all machined aluminum, machined aluminum, machined aluminum. Every button on this thing is machined aluminum, including the roller dial selector for programming. This is also machined aluminum. So the thing is just built. These are machined aluminum. I actually had a guy at work make these for me in my turning department, and then I made some armrests for my radio, which I put in this box. Where is it? Here they are. I made these. These are polycarbonate and aluminum, and yeah, they're pretty slick. So I made them really light. They got the lightning holes in there. Then they have this little, like a lock I basically can snap them right into place. Right up inside here, they lock. Let me put the phone down for a second. You want to do this? They fit in there snug. They kind of latch right in, and I push down. They lock in place. There's no slop at all. And it doesn't scratch the radio. It's got a space all the way around. So basically allows you to get your palm right on there and grab the entire stick. So, and the sticks are super smooth. I mean, they're nice. You can also notice that it's actually rotated. These rotate. If you can kind of see, there's like a lights over. There's a reference mark here, so you can see that actually the stick, it's angled, so it's a more ergonomic. You can actually rotate the stick assemblies out a little bit if you want. That's also true for the handheld unit. It's sometimes nice to have that rotation because when you're grabbing the stick and controlling it, it's natural for your thumb and finger to kind of move in this direction a little bit. So you can adjust that angle to how you like. So I have these ones adjusted out because even when I'm using the palm rests, it just is a more natural movement for me. So they also make stick switches for the ends. I'm going to be getting those and push buttons. I'll probably get a push button for this side. You can activate functions with, and then on this end, I can get a 2 or 3 position switch on the actual stick tip. So as I'm flying, I can switch flight modes and activate things right here on the end of the stick without ever having to reach for a switch up here. So that's pretty slick. They also make a rotary knob too. So you can actually literally be flying, you can rotate another proportional channel as well. So there's all kinds of cool options to customize it. So that's kind of what you get in the box. I will probably make another video now of the kind of some of the programming that it can do and how the interface works on this. Like I said, these really worked out really nice. I'm really happy with these. So it's kind of fun to make too. So that's that. That's the Jeti DC 16. Alright, here's a video on some of the programming available on this Jeti system. I also forgot to show the harness. This is actually how you hold it, believe it or not. It's a 4-point harness that attaches. They got these rings on the ends with a swivel, and then it's got these nice quality clips, and those clip right into the holes on these arms. Believe it or not, it looks like it's a little overkill, but it's super comfortable, and you can literally wear that thing with this transmitter hanging all day long and not feel a thing. So it's very comfortable. So anyways, here's the transmitter here. Let's see if we get the lighting right. Turn it on. Here. Bear with here. Start transmitter. Hit yes.
Yes, my master.
I have Darth Vader telling me that I started the transmitter. You can have fun, like I said, with the voice announcements. There's all kinds of cool functions. I have here assigned some safety switches. You can assign a position that you want all the switches to be in when you turn the transmitter on, or the sticks. So I want the throttle down and my throttle cut activated, or actually deactivated. And it allows me to shut the power on, or turn the power on. So it'll actually power up. Shows a lot of information on here. You can add your username. These are your antennas. This is the model time and my flight timer. Cursor over. You can add more telemetry data as you go through. This is for that Focke-Wulf that I have. I'm trying to think what functions I got on here. I think everything, and my timer's here.
Auto trim on.
That's my auto trim function. Auto trim is a really cool feature on this. You don't, instead of just trimming with the buttons, this is the coolest trim feature I've ever seen on a radio. You hold
Auto
this down.
trim on. Auto trim on.
It tells you as you move your sticks.
Auto trim on. Auto trim on. Auto trim on.
It automatically trims for you as you fly the plane. So you don't even have to use the trim buttons. As you're flying it, you just hold the switch. And as you're flying it, it proportionally kind of nudges it the direction that you need for it to trim the plane out. I mean, it's completely automatic. I've tried it on a couple of planes, and it works so slick. I mean, it just makes trimming aircraft super easy, which you probably won't be doing much with quads because you really don't need to trim out quads too much because they're supposed to be calibrated before takeoff. But if you get into helicopters and planes, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a really cool feature. As you can tell, I've been being alarmed as to my time as it counts down on this one. I'm going to go into my model setup now. Let's see here. Go to my model setup, which actually is auto trim, which I don't want to be in. I gotta go to my menu here. Here we go, menu. Here's my menus here. I got my select model, functions assignment, servo setup. I'm going to select model. It'll load up the current models I have in here. And go back through and select, I think I got a bomber in here. I had a couple other test ones I was playing around with. So here I got a alarm for this switch in the upwards position. So, and it plans on the different voice sounds. Let's see here. I don't have anything set up on this one. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out other models I have in here that I got more of the voice stuff set up on. And the Douglas, maybe I had something. Turn this down here. That needs to be all the way up. So, this is my volume control here. I got my throttle activated there. See if I have any of my flight modes active. And nothing set up on that one either. Let's just go back to the one I was on because I haven't played with this thing for